Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day. My name's Kate and what's in the garden today is garden soil. I've just finished building this raised bed in my previous video, and so far I've filled it with topsoil. It looks full, but I doubt it's full of nutrition. The soil is very sandy. It seems to drain really well. It looks like they might have added a little bit of compost to this topsoil, but really it just looks like filler in terms of soil for a vegetable garden. So we're going to test it with an easy at-home soil test kit. I don't have any major concerns about the soil except for nutrition. If I had some other concerns, like maybe it was contaminated with something, I could send it away to a lab to be tested. But for this, I think an at-home test is perfectly fine, and I just want a rough idea of what's going on.
I bought this kit at a local hardware store in their garden section. It tests the soil pH and NPK levels. I bought it last year to test some compost I had bought when I found my plants weren't doing well. It turned out the compost was completely void of nitrogen. This was exactly what I thought based on the look of the plants, but it was nice to have the soil test confirm my theory. So this time we're going to check the soil up front, and I expect we'll need to add some nutrients, so I won't be disappointed next season. I'll follow the instructions as best I can. For this kit, we need a soil sample mixed with water, 1 part soil, 5 parts water. Mix it really well, then let it settle overnight so the water-soluble parts are mixed into the water, but the lumps and cloudiness settle to the bottom. Since I'm expecting to be disappointed with the test results, I've already got hold of aged horse manure. Luckily, I saw someone local posted that they were giving it away for free. Just come and shovel it yourself. And I'll test it too since we're at it. After testing the soil, there's sort of this mystery part of what do you do with the results? Well, I have found some information from experts. So I have horse manure, and I read an article on West Coast Seeds website all about manures. I'll link that below. It was a nice read, and they listed NPK values for various manures. The takeaway is horse manure is very similar, but less potent, to steer manure. The other puzzle piece is how much, and I found an expert for this part too. I came across a video by Ashley on gardening in Canada, and she is an actual soil scientist. In her video, The Ultimate Ratio of Soil to Compost/Manure, she calculates with math how much cow manure you need in a new bed. I was impressed, and I'll link this one too. Her results come to 2 parts cow manure to 3 parts bland soil, which is 40% manure, 60% soil. And since we know cow manure and horse manure are very similar, that's the ratio we'll use.
So the test results really didn't turn out the way I thought they would. The phosphorus and potassium were as expected, but the nitrogen, I was expecting it to show a lot more for the manure. So I did some more reading about manure, and I think I know what happened. We're going to stick with the original plan, so let me get started with that while I explain.
There are different types and forms of nitrogen in the soil, and soil test kits can't detect them all. Part of the way manure works is by breaking down. It's like the original slow-release fertilizer, which is really good because it means it won't wash away as easily as some other fertilizers. But it also means most of the nitrogen in there isn't available and water soluble. So I think there's plenty of nitrogen in there, as there should be. We just can't detect it at the moment. So here's the plan. There's too much topsoil in the bed, and we need more horse manure. I removed enough topsoil to make the bed only 60% topsoil, then I'll fill it with horse manure, making it 40% manure. I might mix in a bit of my compost too. It's full of the local soil life and microbes from my garden, which will make the bed come to life. Even though we're supposed to be building this bed no-dig style, we still need to mix it all together. The idea with no-dig gardening is to protect soil structures and not disturb the existing life and microbes in the soil. In this case, I'd say there's currently no life in the topsoil to protect, and I have to shovel the manure into the bed anyways. Now the bed is all ready to go, and I've decided to plant a cover crop in this bed to protect my hard work over the winter. I've never planted a cover crop before, but I thought I should give it a try. I chose to plant winter field peas from West Coast Seeds. They're a fast grower and a hardy annual. Just cut them down when they start flowering before they set seed. They're a nitrogen fixer, and a bonus for me is they'll keep my dog out of the bed so she doesn't dig it up.
The bed really looks great. This mixture of manure and topsoil looks way better than I thought it would. And I think the manure was maybe less aged than I thought it was originally, but it'll have all winter to settle in before it's planted out in the spring. And I'm really excited to see how it will do next year. I hope you've enjoyed watching me struggle through this one, but for now, I'll see you next time.